Bouncy castle and booze.
That sounds great.
For the kids? The castle for the children and the booze for the adults.
No.
Today we are going to see the Tomatin Distillery. Tomatin Distillery is a single malt Scotch whisky distillery in the village of Tomatin. Its whisky is classified as being from the Highland region, as it is 25 minutes south of Inverness.
Main whiskey. They've got lots of different ones. 12 is like seen as like the gold standard. 12 is like to break your bottle of whiskey. That means it's been in the cask for 12 years. Yeah. Now, actual fact, some of the whiskey will have been in their cask for more than 12 years. It's the age of the youngest whiskey. Every whiskey that you buy is generally a blend of, even if it's a single malt, that's a blend of malts for one single distillery, generally. If you get a single cask, that's one single cask. You'll buy some single cask in there as well. I think it's just one. Thank you very much.
You're not having one, Gordon?
I'm not happy. Bruce, you're not allowed to give one, are you?
Well, not if you're driving.
It'd be trouble, wouldn't it?
Otherwise...
I had a taxi driver trying to...
Slanjua! Slanjua! Cheers! Cheers!
No, we didn't drink it.
Cheers!
Cheers! Apart from he's had what ice.
Okay.
You
Slanjua?
Good.
That's it.
But thank you very much. I'll explain. Thank you very much. So.
Around 80% of Tomatin's whiskey goes into blended whiskey, including its own brand of Antiquary and Talisman. The distillery, as of late, has been making an effort to bolster its name as producer of single malts and is expanding its core range. In 2003, Tomatin's basic 10-year-old malt was replaced by 12-year-old. Other limited releases are often made, including a 32-year and a 40-year and a single cask offerings. Recently, the distillery has begun to produce a lightly peated single malt called Cubacan, which is produced 1 week a year at the distillery. Experience the softer side of the Highlands with their award-winning range of Highland single malt Scotch whisky. Please enjoy responsibly. A 16-year-old Tomatin whisky cost around £625. Now, let's see the distillation process of Tomatin whisky.
You have heard the myths of this wild, beautiful place. Now hear the truth. There is a softer side to the Highlands. There is Tomatin. Since 1897, there has been a quiet revolution unfolding in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. High up among the smooth, rounded peaks of the monolith mountains, there is no room for rugged and robust. Here, patience, a gentle hand, and a passion for purity rule the day. In this idyllic and remote spot, our unique water source is born. But only when nature decides, and it begins to flow, one solitary drop at a time, never rushed. It's the Highland way. Watch, wait, be patient. Then comes the reward. Distillation is where the spirit is born. The wash is boiled in tall, slim copper stills until vapours rise, collect and return to liquid form as low wines. A second distillation sees the liquid reheated and vapours rise inside the stills before drop by valuable drop, a spirit of unrivalled purity and quality is collected. This spirit, and only ever this spirit, can become a Tomatin single malt. At Tomatin, we proudly marry new technology with time-served methods to continue and protect our legacy for generations to come. Now the science of distilling meets art. Measurements, temperatures and timings make way for instinct and traditional techniques as the perpetual flow of what has become a precious spirit will soon pause. A variety of casks in all shapes and sizes, lovingly prepared by our cooper, are the destination for our spirit. With the majority of the flavour profile influenced by the cask, our distillery workers use over a dozen decades of expertise to always match the right spirit with the perfect cask. Once filled, our casks are laid in dunnage style and racked warehouses to gently mature in our perfect, cool, stable environment high above sea level. Interaction between spirit and cask sees wonderful flavours, aromas and colours develop over many years. With most distillery workers living on site, Tomatin is a way of life, a calling. Maintaining the perfect environment for gentle maturation, we keep vigil, constantly monitoring samples to single out exceptional casks. Every bottle of Tomatin is a testament to our dedication. Because of this, every whisky we produce is of the very best quality. It's been said that our passion and idyllic location shines through in our whisky. But don't let us be the judge. And so, from the Scottish Highlands, another bottle of Tomatin goes out into the world. We know the journey every drop has taken along the way. From untouched Highland stream to vintage cask. But now, this is your journey. And us? Our journey has already begun afresh.